from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And that is incomplete here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Burrow. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lamb in motion left. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Achane to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Burrow will throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 yards to go, second down. Now Jackson. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 54 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And Burrow going to throw again. On target over the middle to Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. They go play action with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle, Achane. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Eluding the pressure right. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Burrow. Connecting with Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's got it complete to Waddle.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. To throw, Burrow. And going deep for Hill. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Jackson completes this to Jefferson. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling at OT.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
H.N., and he is into the end zone. They accomplish what they set out to do as they will take the lead here in overtime.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens ready to take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first throw here in overtime. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's 2nd down. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Jackson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Jackson to throw. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Second down and 4. Again, Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Burrow will throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway at Hard Rock. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action now, Burrow. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw again, it's Burrow. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Burrow. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
defenders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. His first throw is an interception. That's Justin Simmons. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Burrow setting up the play action. This finds Smith. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Burrow from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with 3rd and 4. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. No one around. He's got space. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
1st down throw, Mahomes. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Second and 1. Called in by Worthy. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 30. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete to DK Metcalf. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Burrow to the air now. This one's taken in by Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So 2nd down coming up. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Called in by Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
That's one you watch the next day, and as a quarterback, you want that throw back. Quarterbacks are perfectionists, and when it's caught just out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphins football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Burrow back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Got his target. It's Hill. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Burrow from the gun. Into traffic, complete. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Motioning the tight end now. To throw again, it's Burrow. This finds Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
First down throw, Mahomes. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Counter give here to Pacheco. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Right back to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Miami offense headed out there now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this game. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Miami.